Hi guys, and we're back with monitor reviews. So today we're going to talk about the Philips 272E1. This is the GAEZ model. Since we have GAJ model as well, this is a bit of a better one because of the specifications that it has. Now, it was time to start with some new gaming monitors on the channel, and of course, let's start with the box content. Now, of course, apart from the monitor, we get loads of stuff in the box, which is always quite interesting to check out. Now, the power supply is external, so you do need to have this outer AC adapter with the cable that goes to the adapter and of course to your power socket. Then we have some instruction manuals and some quick start guides, so we don't need that. It's quite obvious what you need to plug and where. And finally, quite interesting because you get two sets of cables. One is HDMI and one is DisplayPort. So rarely you get two cables with one monitor, so this is quite a catch, I would say. Now, talking about the specifications of the Philips 272E1, we have the 27-inch screen, 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, even though the 4 millisecond is typical with gray to gray. Also, you know that I did a couple of reviews on 27-inch monitors with 1080p resolution, so I would say, and I'm going to say it again, that 27-inch is basically the outer border for 1080p gaming. Otherwise, if you go with a larger monitor that has 1080p resolution, I wouldn't recommend, just because the pixels get stretched, and for instance this one has 82 pixel density. So yeah, 27-inch is the top border for 1080p gaming. After that, and even 27-inch, I would recommend 1440p. Now, when it comes to design, it has borderless rims on top and left and right. At the bottom we have the standard part here with the Philips logo, and on the far right side we have the buttons for an OSD menu to access it and to power on, power off the monitor. Now, I really love they place the buttons here. For instance, you're going with a double or triple monitor setup like I am, and for instance, these buttons are at the back of the monitor. So another monitor is here, you can't access them. Here you just have to go and push your hand somewhere. So this is some sort of an ease of access, I would say, and it's quite cool. You don't have to worry about it if it's a single monitor setup, but here they managed to place it here, and I think it's quite handy to have it there. When we're talking about the stand, it's quite large and it looks quite nice, elegant, with a nice, I would say, matte finish. And in the middle you have a hole for, I don't know, placing some extra stuff. For instance, I would place my gaming mouse when I'm working and vice versa. And also, when it comes to these kind of monitors, you can't do this. You can adjust the height. And usually when we have monitors in such category, especially with the additional AC adapter, you can't adjust the height of the monitors. This one you can. Also, you can adjust, you can tilt it, and you have certain degrees to do that, so that's really cool. And unfortunately there's no swivel, but still with the tilt and with the vertical adjustments, that's really cool. At the back you have a hanger for your cable, so you can adjust and reroute the cables nicely right here at the back, and it's fixed. So this is also really cool because the cables won't get loosened up if something happens or you decide to move your monitor for a couple of centimeters just to adjust it perfectly or center it. It's quite alright. So let's check out some detailed specifications. We have the VA panel. The backlight type is WLED system with display screen coating, anti-glare, 3H and haze at 25%. As already stated, pixel density is 82 ppi. We have brightness up to 350. The viewing angle is 178 degrees, horizontal and vertical. Then after that, some of the features: it supports sRGB, flicker free, low blue mode, easy read, AMD FreeSync Premium, and it also has a built-in speakers 2 times 3 watts. At the back we have of course the connection for your power supply. You have the HDMI and the DisplayPort jack, and you have an audio out header as well if you decide to connect your headset. Now let's check it out and connect it to a PC, check out how the gaming actually looks, the colors, the OSD menu, and everything else you need to know. Now with the OSD menu, first of all, we can go with presets that you could choose from, and we have the easy read possibility, low blue mode that I stated, Gamer 2, Gamer 1, RTS, Racing, FPS, and that's it. So these are all smart image game, let's say presets that you can adjust as you wish, and you don't have to worry about doing anything more than this to adjust to calibrate the colors and everything else. Now the second button is basically choosing the input, so you have the HDMI 1.4 or a DisplayPort. The third button is basically for your volume, so you could adjust it through the actual monitor buttons on the bottom without even accessing the Windows part right here at the bottom right corner. Now the last one is basically the whole OSD menu. You have the low blue mode on or off. You have the input, as already stated. You have the picture adjustment, which you can adjust the MPRT, brightness, contrast, sharpness. Then we have smart response, which is already set to fast, smart contrast, and gamma. Audio adjustment as well. You can mute the speakers or adjust the volume. Color temperature, sRGB, user defined. We have the language, of course, with loads of languages to adjust the OSD menu. We have the OSD settings for horizontal, vertical, and where to place it with transparency. And of course, finally, we have the setup with resolution, notification, reset, and information. As you might have seen in the first part of the video, the Philips 272E1, the GAEZ model, is quite actually an outstanding monitor when it comes to specifications and basically what you get with it. So the OSD menu is quite straightforward, user-friendly, and there's no going around the bush and checking out all the details that you need to know to basically enter and change the settings. The presets are there for you guys to make it easier for you to adjust the color, adjust the brightness, adjust the everything comparing to the gaming, reading, movie, and everything else that you decide to do on this monitor. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there are no cables here. So this isn't a green screen or anything similar to that. The backside, I would say, cable comb is nicely hiding the cables, and you can see how clean it looks because the computer is right here at the bottom and it's quite nicely hidden, so the cables can run really nice on your setup. When we're talking about the HDMI and DisplayPort, there's no issues when it comes what I stated at the beginning. There's no issues with lowering the brightness. So for instance, in some monitors, when I used the 144 Hertz, the brightness went down to 250 or 300. This way it can go 144 Hertz, brightness is normal, and that's it. The VA panel is quite alright. You can actually see everything from the angles, as you can see from the close-ups, and even in-game the colors and the everything else is quite alright. There could be a slight adjustment on the color when it comes to gaming, but you have presets and you have the possibility to adjust everything by yourself manually, so there's no problem with that. So Philips 272E1, I won't say the model name again, but you'll have the link in the description below to check out the price and every other details. 144 Hz 1080p 27-inch screen with 15 bezels on the left, right and top part. Really looks stylish, clean design, and what's there left to say, guys? I'm really satisfied with the specs and everything you get for the price that you pay. So check out the links, as already stated. Check out the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe for future content. Click the thumbs up button, if not for the video, then for the Philips 272E1, and of course click the notification bell to get future notifications for future videos. Thank you for watching again, and hopefully I will see you in another one. Bye bye.